OFC provide work-based education and training for everyone. If you haven't done care job before, or you want to go back to care, or you're looking for a job in the care industry, that is what OFC work-based is about. We support you with the right training, education, and knowledge in regard to providing evidence-based health and social care. This helps you to understand when we talk about news observation. It helps you to understand when we talk about clinical skills and care value, and also to understand when we talk about care induction. These are packages that put together that will support individuals to be able to provide that evidence-based care when they are at work. They will know the role of a care worker, the role of nurses, and when we talk about multidisciplinary team, MDT. These are skills that are also very important, and knowledge to also help you to know how to partner with everyone you are working with, partner with patients when we talk about patient-centered care. So now, to do OFC course is very simple. Just log on to our website and hello. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Oluwakemi.
Good afternoon.
Happy afternoon. You were meant to contact me last time on Friday, but for some reason, it's like you just like late hour, isn't it? Or you
Yes.
during the day, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, that's not a problem. I just need to be aware of your time management.
Okay, sir.
We already done you've done your training, isn't it?
Yes.
You've gotten your certificate.
Yes, sir.
All right, that box is ticked there. That means you don't have anything to do with our training anymore.
Yes, sir.
Again, what about your CV? Have you sorted out your CV?
Yes.
Okay. Have you engaged with any interview question and answer?
No.
You haven't. Okay.
Yes, I searched online to check some, sir.
Did you search for some questions, right?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, that's great. Not everyone will do that. And
Even I've been trying to apply for some job, but maybe it's because of the CV, sir. They are just telling me that unfortunately you cannot continue with your.
Okay. If you send me your CV, sometimes, when are you talking about? Was it previously before I spoke to you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, but I send you a CV sample to edit.
Yes. And about the is it not the experience? Like, what will I put there?
So now, experience is a big challenge for everybody. I tell you what, I've been in health and social care for many years, providing all kinds of care. Experience is still a challenge when it comes to providing the right service for service user or patient. So now you just need to understand what is care value. Yeah.
Okay.
You also need to understand when you study, because you study something like is it 6C?
The course I did, Abi.
Yes.
Award in working in care.
Yes, there's a
Level
unit
3.
called 6C where you
Yes,
study about
6C.
caring,
Yes,
confidence.
confidence, communication,
Yes,
courage, and
excellent.
yes. Yes.
So now these are kind of knowledge you need to put together for you to understand what caring and the services they will require in regard to working in a hospital, nursing home, community. You remember Harry? Harry.
Yes. In the video.
Yes, the video of
Yes.
Harry.
Yes.
So you see the kind of job Harry is. Harry doesn't look like a care worker, isn't it?
Yes.
But when he was talking, you now find out there are many experiences he's had in regard to care.
Yes.
So now, going back to your own history of jobs, education, you must have been one of those people who look after family, isn't it?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, these are part of care we are talking about. is about when you take someone to appointments. Maybe you make food for some people. You might also engage in personal care. It might be adults or children, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So these are experience. You need to be able to be confident to admit that you have all this experience. So now, during this training, some of the video you watch and some basic knowledge you gather on this training can also pull together as part of your experience. Does it make sense?
Yes, sir.
Because in some job, they will ask you for 10 years history. I don't know where they mentioned that. Did you see anything like that?
No, the one I saw is 6 month experience in the UK.
Okay, 6 months experience in the UK.
Yes.
Okay. Did you sorry, I'm just gonna mute that. Have you applied for NHS
No, someone told me about care worker clinical training development program.
for NHS?
Yes.
I think that's a long way people are going through NHS because NHS is an organization that when we talk about training and development, start from the beginning. So people who never really have this introduction awareness of health and social care that we are providing, if you try to apply for NHS, yeah, you will be refused, not because they don't like you or you don't have the kind of capacity of staff they require, but because you haven't really built up this basic awareness of what care is about. Does it make sense? And
Yes, sir.
this thing shows in your CV, it shows in your application. So they never meet you, but they just refuse you. So you will be thinking, why? I don't know if you understand when we talk about communication. A lot of people
Yes.
think when you talk to someone face to face, is when you really communicate with that person. No.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Sometimes your CV communicate to employer
Yes.
more than you can talk. Even your application, when they ask you to fill the form, your
Yes.
date of birth, your history, have you worked here before, have you done that? So those things communicate to them more from different stage electronically to the other stage, to the other stage. So that is why we always say anyone who finish our courses should always request for Q&A like this, or you will come to our one-to-one section where we support you to do the application. So at the end of the day, you have knowledge in the application. We also engage you with interview skills and all that, you know. In regard to interview, what kind of question you think they're going to ask you?
Like, okay, maybe the first question they will ask, tell me more about you. Maybe
Okay,
why do you want to work in their organization? What do you know about this role?
okay. So now, that's a big one. Tell me about yourself is also the same thing. Why do you want to work in this organization? But it's a different question that you can answer differently. However,
Okay.
the relationship between those two questions are you need to talk about something that relates to that job when you're talking about yourself. Yeah.
Okay.
You are a caring person. That's you. It's also related to the job, isn't it?
Yes.
You are a patient person. It's also related to the job. You are
Yes.
very confident to support people. Yeah.
Mm.
You like learning new stuff. This also relates to the job because when we talk about mandatory training, mandatory education that is required, that you are responsible for when you are doing your health and social care job, that tells them this person will be available to do their training and update their skills so that they can provide the evidence-based care we are talking about. Yeah. So
Okay.
now, when I ask you about patient-centered care, what is your understanding about patient-centered care? I know you passed that question, isn't it?
Patient-centered care. Oh,
Yeah.
yes, like what? Patient-centered care.
That was the
Is it?
first question.
Can you try to remember? There is evidence, social care, and there is patient.
You know, when we talk about center, something that is centered to you, something
Mm.
that is centered to you as an individual. Remember where you see that thing? A care that is based on individual. Remember?
Individual, yes, yes.
Yeah, care that is based on individual. So now, patient-centered care is something that started from when we talk about MDT collaboration activity. So you have the doctor, the nurses, the patients coming
And
together.
professional analyst, yes.
So some patient will request family to be there. Now, this MDT also comes when you take patient consent. So at the end of the day, they'll make agreement from the patient perspective and what the patient wants. They will put all these things in care plan, documenting in care plan. So now, as a care worker like you, your role is to follow that care plan. So that care plan is centered to what the patient wants. So that's why we say patient-centered care is based on individual
Yes.
choices, need, wants,
Want. Yes.
everything about the patient, not about you. Although health and safety, when we talk about health and safety induction, you need the right support from your organization, training, induction,
Induction.
so that you can provide that job. Also, your well-being is very important. However, as a care worker, your role is to provide patient-centered care. Does that kind of give you confidence now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because the answer is care that is based on individual,
Individual, yes.
a center on individual service. Yeah, you can say it in any way. Don't just use my language because I'm using my own language because of my
No.
own confidence
Yes, sir.
of understanding it. So now we're going to do two stuff. The first one is for you to use that sample I sent you for CV. Yeah.
Yes, that's the reason why I asked where they wrote experience. I haven't working in any health and care home or clinic. So what am I going to put there? Or I should just leave that side.
You can't live it. Your experience is very important. Experience is more than education
Yes, yes.
in any job. I think in the whole world. Um, where are you from again?
I'm in UK, I'm from Nigeria.
Okay, from Nigeria. Yeah, in
Yes.
Nigeria. What did you study in Nigeria?
Business administration and
Okay,
management studies.
is it university or college?
Polytechnic.
Polytechnic. Did you do something like Polytechnic? Polytechnic. How will I remember what they do about Polytechnic? They do something like IT, right?
IT, yes, 1 year IT.
That's it. That's what I'm talking about. In UK, we call it placement, experience, practice. Does it make sense?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so you have lots of experience. That 1 year alone should be able to give you confidence in looking after and supporting people, isn't it?
Yes,
You cannot just go and work in business administrative role and doesn't know how to care for people.
yes,
But you meet lots of people, isn't it?
yes,
You do some community intervention activity, didn't you?
yes.
And in Nigeria now, there are lots of care
Miss,
awareness.
hello, Mr. Alex.
Hello, Gladys. Um,
Hello.
I think
Um,
you were always I think Gladys can help us somewhere. Gladys,
yes,
your music
yes.
was always on, so I was cutting
Yeah,
you off.
okay. I just came in because you were talking about experience in she did the business administration.
Yeah,
When you're coming in as experience, I think you need to like even try to get something from your family, whether you look after somebody in your family that had something to do with personal care, maybe your grandmother, you can put that is an experience, or somebody that has needed some kind of personal care. That is experience. But if you are talking experience and you're talking about business administration, it will not go with care. I just want to point it out. Thank you.
100%. Now, before I talk about what Gladys is talking, let me introduce Gladys. Gladys has experience in the UK, in Africa. She also engaged in when we talk about is it mental health care, isn't it, Gladys? Am I right?
Yes, you're right.
Yeah. So what she's talking about is 100%. If you watch many of our videos, we always talk about for you to do care job, you do not need any education, any training to do. So now people ask me, why are they doing this course? So I go back to the same 6C I always refer people to. It talks about values. When we talk about British values, yeah? So in Canada, for you to do care job in Canada, you need to understand what is Canada values. And in Nigeria, let me talk about in Nigeria. Nigerian values comes to when we talk about love, caring, communism. Am I right, Oluwakemi?
Yes, sir.
So now, Gladys just mentioned something of communism. When we talk about family, caring, neighboring, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So these are things that is part of our way of life. I don't know if I'm right.
Yes, sir.
So she's actually letting you know. I maybe I attend any meeting or family activity in my uncle's house. I'm watching my uncle's car. I'm helping them to clean the lunch. I'm helping them to look after baby when they are not at home. I help them drop off baby. Yeah. So
Yes,
I visit my uncle. I help him to tie his shoes very well or wash his clothes. Then I make some food for him. Yeah. I set up bath for him to have a bath. My granddad wasn't aware. This is real. I remember my granddad is one of the ex-army in Nigeria. He was unwell for almost 2 or 3 years. So I was always going there to provide personal care. And Gladys, I never knew that this was care I was doing. I never knew. Until when I came to UK, they talk about care. I don't even know what that is. My first job was to go into security. No, from cleaning to security. I work in security company. Then when I was working, one day I met someone from Sierra Leone who directs me and gave me a care induction by conversation. They now direct me to agent that offer me more training. Then I started care as a HCA, healthcare assistant. So today now, I can't really talk about more of outside my childhood because that actually gives me more confidence. In the life in the UK is really difficult. So if you don't have childhood like mine, when I'm talking about being African, you get fed up in the job, you get fed up in the stress, and you kind of put yourself in community like, oh, I don't know what to do. I can't pass this interview. They won't like me, this organization, because I'm Black, or my CV doesn't have this, or I have PhD from Nigeria. They will accept me in any job. Did you see? And that's not the way it works. So your experience is very important. I don't know if you're learning anything.
Yes, sir. I thought experience on CV is always about your maybe previous work.
Majority of registered nurses in the United Kingdom, right?
Yes, sir.
They start this nursing when they haven't even worked in health and social care. Some of them were working as a fashion designer. Some of them were working as a barrister in coffee shop, yeah, before they start nursing. So at the end of the day, the cost of their training, education, that was their experience before they start working and leading a team. So you have had this training, and in addition to some of the experience we are talking about. So that's why you can add OFC to your work-based training and experience. Does it make sense?
Yes, sir.
Because we can count all your activity with us and the hourly up to 300-400 hours that you have done with us. Does it make sense?
Yes, sir.
So which gives you more experience now. I don't know, you try to build your confidence, isn't it? Because you know what we're talking about. You don't have the confidence, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So the next step is for me to do your NHS application. Or have you done that?
No.
Okay, I'll do your NHS application tomorrow evening. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Why do you like evening on Teams?
No, I'm
You say
always
you don't have
available
job.
anytime. No, yes, I'm always at home. I'm always available.
Okay, you say you don't have job, and when you always contact me at night, I'll be wondering.
That's when I always remember.
I think I need to set up a lady's voice on my phone. When you call, say, why are you calling? What do you want?
And why are you calling my husband, Abby?
Yeah, what do you want?
Yes, sir.
Don't worry, that's just a joke. Yes, I will support you to do that. And
Okay, sir.
update your CV the way we said. Just listen to what Gladys said. I don't want to add to what Gladys said. Just try and put that together. That will
Yes,
help.
I've already done it, but the
Let me
experience.
say something. Let me say, Mr. Alex, let me say something.
Yeah.
Girl, for that previous experience that they asked you, you can say something that while I was in the university or in my polytechnic training as business administration, I was also taking care of my grandfather who was in the house,
Okay.
right? Who was in the house. Sometimes I give him, assist him to wash himself, wash his dresses, as Mr. Alex said, clean his shoes. Those are the things that they want from you. They don't want they don't want something that you say, I work in a care home. There's no care home in Nigeria. But you can say things like that one.
Okay.
And another thing is, maybe you know a friend or somebody that has a somebody with a disability. You can say that my friend brother had a disability problems, and we always come to communicate with him, try to talk to him and get him involved in small things, like just taking him to the market to buy his stuff. It's just things that you have done in the past that you've forgotten, that Mr. Alex was pointing out. Those
Yes.
are those things. And if they ask you that, how long have you done this thing? You say, my grandpa lived with us for 2 years. Maybe the grandpa has passed away, lived with us for 2 years. Those 2 years is your experience that you gain. Okay.
Okay, I understand.
Okay.
Is that helpful?
Yes, that's what I even want to ask, that okay, if they ask that how many years is your experience? But with what she said now, I understand that part.
Yeah, because sometimes interview is not even what you are thinking about. Interview. They might ask you question like you go into a patient and the patient was on the floor. What would you do? Did you see?
Yes, sir.
What would you do? Oluwa Kemi, what will you do?
I will I will help him or her, like I will help him
How?
stand. Like, I will move closer to the person and help him stand on. I don't know if it was from the wheelchair or from the chair, or maybe the person is walking.
Okay. Now, you don't have the right to do that. Although it's your job to be caring, to be compassionate. Now, we talk about MDT. Remember when you talk about care planning?
Yes.
It's always very important when you start your shift, you attend handover. Yeah.
Okay.
At the
Okay.
same time, if it's your first job, make sure you know individual patient. So if you go into a home, you work with recruitment organization, that will be difficult for you to know anybody.
Okay.
So even if on the street you see someone on the floor, be careful when you raise them up, especially when CCTV is not there.
Mm,
You can be accused of doing whatever. So now
mm,
people have history of pain, injury, and maybe a lot of people, when they are aging, their body, their skin are kind of different from young children's skin. So now you will need to call the nurse in charge. The nurse in charge.
In charge.
So
Okay.
in some care home or mental health hospital, there is what they call alarm, emergency service.
Okay.
Just call that ASAP. So as a nurse, registered nurse or senior care worker, there are different roles there. HCA is different from senior carer. So
Okay.
senior carer can have some responsibility just like a registered nurse.
Okay.
In some homes, they don't require a registered nurse. You can be a senior carer. So some care visa now, they have started focusing on senior carer because of immigration adverts. I just saw that a week ago. UK immigration advert is talking about senior carer, nursing associates. What is it called? Auxiliary nurse in Nigeria, isn't it?
Yes.
So that's what UK immigration advert is about now. I just saw that from UK immigration website. So now you will expect to have these skills when we talk about patient assessments. Yeah.
Okay.
You will assess the patient. Well, first the communication. You can use orientation, patient orientation, and also if they have any pain while they're on the floor. So if they don't have pain, you need to make sure you promote their independence in the first place. Because some people can have behavior, yeah.
Yes.
They can be weird now. They can also have an infection that can lead to them having some memory or
Yes.
cognitive challenges.
Okay.
Yeah, so they will fall on the floor. Actually, that is common in dementia care home. So when they're on the floor, that nurse will know what happened, will be able to establish and communicate to other senior nurses or doctor. So the same thing with senior care worker. So some patient can get up and say, that's fine, and there's nothing to worry about. But if I was a nurse, a registered nurse on duty, what I would do first, I will support the patient, just everything I've said, in addition to providing news observation. Yeah? News
Yes.
observation, you remember news observation?
Yes. National
Early warning score.
UNESCO, yes.
Yeah, a lot of people were taking vital sign. And so we're taking, there are many things that is on there when it comes to that assessment, isn't it? So
Yes.
the answer was all of the above,
All
isn't
of
it?
the above, yes, yes.
Yeah, because in Nigeria, you understand what is vital sign, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, so in UK, they usually use news observation or news.
Yes.
So now, I will conduct news observation, yeah,
Okay.
to check the score of that patient, because you have to tally the score. So recently, we find out if the news is 2 or 3, that call for emergency when we're
Okay.
talking about sepsis. Yeah. So
Okay.
again, these are step by step you need to follow when it comes to patient falling on the floor. On the street, the same thing in the United Kingdom. Don't just see people on the street and raise them up. Make sure you find out what happened. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Although you need to focus on first aid approach. You check the environment. Yeah.
Yes.
Someone can fall on the floor. Now there is a car coming, and
Okay.
the car might not see. You quickly, you know what to do, isn't it?
Yes.
To quickly take the person away from there. But however, you have to make sure you do things step by step.
Yeah.
Any other question you want to ask in regard to interview?
No.
Okay, now they might also ask you about what you understand about safeguarding. No, they might not use the word safeguarding. They will just say if you go into a home and see you are working with your colleague and your colleague is abusing a patient or doing things that is unusual, maybe shouting, what will you do? So now, you might not be able to answer this question. The first thing there, that is safeguarding abuse. Yeah.
Okay.
Your brain should just go to safeguarding. Even if other patient is abusing other patient or staff, let your brain go to safeguarding. So now, how do you deal with safeguarding? The first thing is to report it. Yeah?
Yes.
Is to report it. Some people will say, I'll report to the duty manager. Some will say, I'll report to the duty nurse. On my own case, I will go to safeguarding reports on every organization have their policy and procedure of safeguarding reporting.
Yes.
So majority of UK care home normally have a link with the local council. Yeah, the local council. So the local council will forward that to safeguarding team, and the safeguarding team, they will know assess if this thing need to be if they need to involve the police. Yeah. So you can't just involve the police direct, but if this thing is really crime, everyone understands civil rights anyway, civil law. You can report it to police, but however, safeguarding team should be aware of that. Okay. And if you are giving patient a bath, this is very serious, what I'm going to say now, and the patient fall down or hit their self or something, make sure you report it to the nurse in charge. Yeah.
Okay.
Or document whatever happened.
Okay.
And if you do report it, that become abuse. It might be a mistake, but they might see saying something like incident or accident. Yeah.
Okay.
Or you are not supposed to lose your job because you didn't do it intentionally.
Yes.
So now if you do report it, that can lead to you coming back. The person is no longer alive. And you will not be happy, isn't it?
Yes.
So any little thing. Follow abuse, is it that? So you were here last week.
Yes, good evening. I was
happy evening. I think I removed you last week.
I guess so. I think you removed me last week.
Hey, what did I guess so? We were talking, everybody was feels that you never talk. before I talk to you, sorry. Gladys. Is Gladys there?
I'm there.
Yes, sorry. I'm gonna forward I'll forward your details anyway. Yeah. Are you listening? I'll forward your details already.
Sorry, I'm not getting you, Mr. Alex.
I'll forward your details already.
Forward my details.
Yes, because you request for I know you were you were supposed to pay something, but I forward your details already.
Okay.
Does that make sense? I don't want to talk in details.
Yeah, no, I've got it.
Yeah, I've already forwarded the details.
All right.
Yeah, I forwarded the details already because I don't want you to think I didn't remember my conversation with you.
Okay, it's okay.
Yeah, I remember. But if you need to do it, because it's an advantage, they will request for training, and there's priority for those who take OFC college courses. So why they do that? Majority of these care visa and care home staff, they've been with us before, so they understand our package of training. They think people who have done it. I can give you induction and assessment so that you can be able to have our training. Does it make sense?
Yes, it makes sense.
Yeah, I'll do that because you have your MVQ something when you left.
Yes, I have MVQ level 3.
Yes, I remember that before you so that's fine. I'll sort that out. Yeah, I didn't forget you. I remember you.
Okay, sir.
Paula, sorry, you still there?
Yes, I'm here.
Am I pronouncing your name properly?
Follow abuse, yes.
All right. I think that's a short name, isn't it?
Yes, short.
It's like me being called Alex.
Yeah, you get it.
How are you? How
Yeah,
can I help you today?
I'm good. I started the care course program. You linked me up with the care program, but I couldn't finish it because I was a bit indisposed. I was indisposed, so I couldn't finish it, and the program ended. So I just wanted to know if you could just help me so I could finish the program.
Okay, but that was that the name you used? Is it this your name you use for the training, no?
Yeah, for lab use.
Is that your full
Or
name?
my email. No, my full name is Folakebewaji.
Okay, I'm just gonna. No, you've got your certificate. I did a training with you yesterday, isn't it?
Yes, you did.
You've got your certificate, isn't it?
Yes, I have.
Oh, so
Thank you.
what are you talking about? You say you haven't done the training.
No, 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 no. I'm talking about the care one.
Is it the care induction?
Yeah, yeah, the care one. Yes.
Something happened because I wasn't supposed to say that. I don't like complaining, isn't it? Everything looked good when you see my face. I did the practice exam, was it yesterday? So,
Okay.
and I passed. So the thing that actually made me pass more, because some of the questions I wasn't good at it, but because I was smiling, being
Hmm.
confident, answering questions. So my clinical lead passed.
Congratulations.
So my clinical lead passed me. So now I'm going to use Smile to say this because it's a complaint. Someone logged into our website. The person stole our website, and the person started
Wow.
deleting people and changing stuff there. With the person was very smart. But the fact that I've been in the community for many years, and I wasn't surprised to see that they've done that to our phones, our WhatsApp.
Uh-uh.
They've done that to many things. So I
Wow.
think the same group of people also doing. They're using our courses as well. Some of them they go
Uh-uh.
to they issue our certificate as well. Many of them they do
Uh-uh.
free care worker training as well. A lot of people. So now because of that, the website I had to do it the other way around, recover it back. So that's why
O-
lots of people were cut off.
Okay.
Yeah, but that helps us to also upgrade. I think it was a success for us because right now, for you to do the training, you go straight to the website. You don't need us anymore. You can go there, pay, and do the training, get your certificate automatically. So on the new
Okay,
website,
now.
yeah, on the new website. After the incident, after the person
Okay.
stole and did them, so we now upgrade. So congratulations to the
Okay.
person. So now what I'm gonna do is to
Yeah.
yeah, I like using smile to say that that's serious, but it's okay. I will
No.
set you up for care induction.
Okay, so.
I might not be able to contact you that, but I'll create a care induction time and all that, so that those that attended, you'll be able to cover 18 standard. Because we were
Okay,
14
so.
standard on what you were studying, but we've upgraded to 18 standard.
Okay. Thank
So
you, sir.
which is going to be under our platform, OSA First Care Recruitment platform. Because we
Okay.
provide that for those who wants to work under our recruitment service. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. Thank you, sir.
All right. So do I have the right to ask where are you? Are you in the UK or?
Yes, you do. I'm in Nigeria.
Oh, you are in Nigeria. All right. Oh, I thought you were in the
Yes,
UK.
sir.
Yeah, that's fine. I
No.
know you. Anything you want, let us know, because I know some of you you are under agency.
Yes, sir.
We always have Q&A section to support you if we also have care home or agent that you can actually get in contact with. Always let us know. You can send us a message if you
Okay.
also need support when it comes to referencing. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
All right.
But I'd like to ask, after this stage now, after the award in health and social care, the next thing to do is to apply for executive sponsorship, sir.
Some people get that, then they will refer them to us to come and do this training. Or agents already promise you that. That is why they direct you to come and do this training. So now, majority of people in the community, we are doing job application support. We help people to get job in the NHS, in a local agent, and a lot of people doesn't know how to search for job. We help them to search for job in their local community. And so we can also contact care home or NHS recruitment, really. And then we help them to fill the application with one-to-one section. So that's what we do. So if you have advantage because you already take our course, you are part of OFC graduate, so you can always take part.
Yeah.
I think from next week we're going to start international recruitment support, where we can give you a link and opportunity to apply for a job right from there. But you will need to upgrade your CV. Did I send you CV sample?
Yes, it is, sir.
Okay. Yes, upgrade your CV, and that will support you at the same time.
Okay, sir.
Is that okay?
Yes, sir, that's okay. But the application, will I have to do the application myself, or I have to talk to my agent to do that?
I don't want to engage in any distraction.
Okay.
You know why you come to do the course. You know what
Yes.
communication you had in the first place. So
Yes.
we kind of partially do this attitude of safeguarding, where we want to find out people are okay. We have people in the past, they are not comfortable with agents. Some of them, they can't meet up the agent demand. Some of them doesn't even know why they do the course. So now that's where we comes in. And we've also done a refund in the past because people were not interested in the course, but they just did it because someone promised them they're going to take them out of Africa. So we were like, no, this is not good, you know. And we've also support people to get a job as well, self-employed in Africa. So for this course you do, you completed, you can take the role of a health promotion officer in community.
Okay, sir.
Healthcare assistant. Those are part of healthcare assistant job in the community. I don't know if you know about that.
Yes, I do. I do. You mentioned it the last time we spoke.
Yes. So yeah, we can also support you with that. If you need any support that we can give you to do that, we can do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the best mode of communication is to chat to you.
Sorry?
The best way to contact is to chat to you, right?
For you, if that's best, that's fine. I don't have problem with that. I pretend not to
Because last time I
sleep.
called you, you
I
said
pretend to be available for
to
24
chat
hours.
you, not to call you. Okay.
Yeah, I pretend to be available 24 hours. But remember, I'm not a robot. I think robot, they still sleep, isn't it?
Yeah.
Robots still sleep. I never see.
They get time off.
I think robots will have to. There are new cars now that you still stop and charge them, isn't it? Electronic cars.
Yeah, new cars.
Yeah, chat me up.
Yeah.
Let me know what you are doing and what activity you are doing in community. I kind of I'm boast to say I'm health promotion intervention champion. So I can support you on what you need in your community. Some people want to travel, but they don't have money.
Okay.
Don't go to any uncle. Raise the money yourself. Raise the money yourself. There's about 3 companies in Nigeria right now that are doing very well because they attended our training. They are doing very well.
Okay.
One is training over 2,000 people a week or 3,000 people. in their company. You can do better.
On health and safety.
Yes, they don't do that, but one was really too smart, stealing our logo as well. So we had to adjust to stop him. But the fact is that this course or our induction, our Q&A helps people a lot. It gives you confidence. It gives you self-awareness. It gives you more knowledge on what you need to do. Even if you are in the UK, I tell you what, even if you have a British passport, yeah, you are in the UK. It's not the way we think. It's not the way we think it is. A lot of people, they are in debt. Some people have mortgage. They cannot sleep. They have to do extra shift to pay their mortgage. Some people have like 5 jobs, you know.
Wow.
And so these are things I always try to advise people not to engage with, you know. So for you that thinking of coming to UK, this Q&A will support you to know was how did they say it? What's Guan? Let me use the word what's Guan.
What's Guan?
What's Guan? So that you will not think, oh, that guy is driving Porsche car, is the richest. Nigeria, what does Nigeria call it these days? There's a word Nigeria call it. I can't remember. Packaging.
Packaging, okay.
Yeah, that's packaging. So you don't want to be doing packaging when you come to UK.
Okay.
So try as much as possible. What did you say?
You said, so what do you advise we do so that we'll not be packaging ourselves?
In addition to what I said, try to create something right now so that you start making the money by being head promotion officer.
Okay.
Yeah. And also ask questions.
I understand you now.
Ask questions when you're dealing with your agents, because we are setting up a new activity that we are going to support people to get extra hour. But we don't want this to happen till you get to UK. Your agent couldn't provide enough hour for you.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
On the average, how many hours should you work a week in a week?
Me, sometimes I do 50, 80 hours a week. That exists.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so what's the average pay?
I don't know. Depends on your strength. But by law, you're not supposed to do more than 37.5 hours a week.
Okay. I'm talking about the pay.
What?
The pay, the rates, the pay for care work.
I think UK minimum wage is less than £10.
£10.
Less than £10, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, less than £10. Yeah. I think immigration, if you follow immigration guidelines, I think they talked about between 22 to 25,000 pounds a year.
Yeah, yes.
Isn't it?
Yes, sir. That's okay.
Did you see that on the immigration website?
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, that's what they said. But there are some jobs you can do if you do some of our training, and you can also be self-employed when they're in the UK. We can provide you with right now, if we have someone to train to go and be a training provider, so 2 training organization, we can do that.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 care organization, we can do that.
Okay.
Yeah, we have that. We have that training. We have that course as well.
Okay. Okay, so to train people from time to time, or just train them one-off?
Time to time. In UK, we have what we call mandatory training.
Okay.
So that's a yearly.
Okay.
That's a yearly something you can engage with, which support you to make more money. I think they earn between 30 to 40,000 pounds a year.
Wow.
Wow. I like it. Say wow. So
Wow.
that's not minimum wage, isn't it?
No, that's not minimum wage.
So that's not hourly, you are saying. Because some people do many hours, but it's not about the hours. It's not about the minimum wage. It's about your skills, education, and experience. Experience is the bigger part. Experience is the bigger part. Is it Ifeanyi? Ifunaya.
Yes.
How can I help you today?
We've talked this morning, so it's Mary. We spoke at length this morning.
Oh yeah. You're trying to use your right name here so that I'll remember you. Don't
We
worry.
spoke at length this morning. So you said that you're going to you're going to like send me the stuff on Monday. So I'm hoping by Monday everything will be sorted out.
What stuff I was gonna send you, Monday? I can't remember.
We're talking about the certificate, and you said the details is like the details was wrongly recorded. That okay, I was supposed to get my certificate via my email, but then I was not getting it, and you said they've sent it like 2 times, but I told you that I've not gotten it. So you said that you're going to sort it out by Monday, and by Monday I'm going to get the certificate.
You know what? You are such a responsible person. You know that. You are so intelligent. You try to put me on conversation every minute. This was the conversation we started, and you end up getting your certificate. Then again, you end up getting your care induction certificate.
Yes.
And you end up, and now I end up saying, congratulations, I solved your problem today. Now you start again from the beginning. There's nothing on Monday. That? I didn't promise you anything on Monday.
And you know that, you said that by Monday that you're going to like send the certificate to my mail, because those ones you sent to me, you sent it via WhatsApp. That by Monday you're going to send it to my mail, because now the mails that they are sending to me, I'm not getting them. You understand?
You are right. Because the details we have, and you say you are not receiving the certificate. So when I check...
Yes, but I receive everything, but I don't receive that particular certificate. I don't know why it's like that.
Oh, that's you confusing me then. Because all the certificate you receive on your mobile phone was as a result of, because you said you didn't receive any certificate.
Yeah? I didn't receive anyone on my mail. Like they didn't send it to my mail.
That's what I mean. I'm still saying the same thing now. Because you didn't, you never received it, because I'm not supposed to be sending you certificate at all. When you complete it, you're supposed to get the certificate automatically. So now,
which you said you've sent it twice.
Yeah, I decided to check it, what was happening, and I found that certificates were sent to that very email.
Okay.
Because when you look at sent, automatically message goes to you, and I saw 3 messages that went to you. And you say you did receive them. So I was like, that's fine. So I just forward the message on that place, on those certificates, I forward them to your mobile. Yeah, that's what I did.
Okay.
So because of that, I was like, that's it, we got your certificate now. So now, except you give us new email, then we can try new email for you. Does it make sense?
Yeah, I can give you new mail, but new email. Okay, I can't give you the one I've been using.
No, because you say you are not receiving messages from me.
Okay, now let me explain. I'm receiving messages, both my score, all the messages I've been getting is from there, but message for the mail, for the certificate, I didn't get.
Are you sure you didn't check the attachment? Message must have gone there, but you didn't check attachment.
I didn't get any new mail, honestly.
Yeah, That's why I sent it to your mobile phone, because you said you need it. Or was it you that said you need it today or yesterday? I don't know.
It's
Was it
me.
you?
It was me. I
Yeah,
told you
that's why I
that
did.
since
That's why
I've
I did
not
what I
seen it,
did.
I don't sleep, honestly,
Yeah,
because
but
I've
that's
been
not a problem. I don't think that's a problem. You solve your
I know
problem.
it.
You say you need
I
it.
know it. I know it's no problem, but then I just need to like make sure that I've gotten it before I move to the other step.
I think
As I'm saying.
you know what? Since you want to receive my email, yeah.
Eh,
So send me. I apologize. Send me new email that is really workable, so that I can send you email, and I will attach your certificate to them. If
Thank
that's
you
what you
very
want.
much. Yes,
If that
that's
makes
what
you
I want.
happy,
It
I'll
will
do
make
that.
me very, very happy.
I'll, I'll do that.
Thank
For
you
some
very much.
reason, I'm not sure what's wrong with that email, but I've seen
Honestly,
messages were
do you
sent to you.
do you know why I'm still confused? Now I get other messages, like every other messages you guys have been sending, I receive them. But I'm just confused that this particular one I didn't get them. That's why I'm confused. And I was worried, you understand? So
Yeah,
that morning that we were talking, I felt like crying, seriously.
it's good to cry.
But thank
It's
God.
good to cry. It's good to yeah. Since I think they are processing everything,
Yeah.
you got your certificate today. Me, I was worried as well. So that's
Mhm.
what I actually did. What if now I will tell you, don't worry, just come to Q&A so that you can communicate your issue. But because you say you
Okay.
need it today, I go extra mile. So let me just forward it to your mobile.
Thank you very much. I
Don't
appreciate.
worry. Send me new email, and
Okay.
I will address it to that so that will be solved. Is that okay?
Okay. Okay.
And another thing is that if anyone is contacting us and you can't get us, this Q&A is the opportunity to ask any question when we talk about care worker courses,
Okay.
certificates, CV updates. If you have
Okay.
any issue, yeah, it's good to cry, but don't just cry and don't solve your problem. For me,
Okay.
I will not cry if I'm not going to solve problem.
Okay.
It's like you're crying to baby. Baby, you are supposed to be smiling to. If a baby is there, you need to say, oh, hello, baby. You smile. And even if you are not happy, you smile to baby.
I tried to be strong, but the thing was really weighing me down.
I know. I don't want you to have mental health problem. Thank you for saying that. I'll do it. Don't worry. I'll do that for you.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. I appreciate.
You're very welcome. We're gonna call it a day now. I think we've solved today's problem, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
We're supposed to start at 6, but for some reason we have many other assessments to do. Because we have some people that came to UK today, and then we need to do their induction. The care home don't want them to start work except we do the induction. So we are doing that at 6 p.m. UK time. Is it 6 p.m. in Nigeria now?
Yeah, it's 2 past 6.
Yes. Here is 5:02. So thank you all. I'll see you next Saturday if you have any issue. But 100%, I think we have solved every problem today in regard to anxiety, isn't it?
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.